Hello, Maro here. So right now you probably are getting information and news about the political landscape and what is happening and the elections in the US. And my idea is not to do a deep dive or analysis about how that's gonna be affecting startups, because especially every startup can be affected in a different way. But it's more about helping you to navigate this landscape, this new landscape, and how we can use it to either improve your positioning, improve your situation, your startup situation, or to avoid that changes can actually have a huge impact on what you're doing right now. So the idea here is actually to give you a thought process on how to deal with political changes as they happen and to try to help you navigate this new landscape. So just you have an idea, before everything else, you have to think that as a founder of a startup, it depends, of course, of which stage you're in. If you're developing a product and you want to put it to market, your focus is going to be on developing that product. If you already have a product in the market, you have to grow and grow fast because you want to grab the market and you want to be the key player or one of the key players in the market that either you created or that you're trying to get into. Either the key player in innovation or the key player in size. It depends on if it is a new market or if it's an existing market. So before anything else, that's your goal, okay? And that's what you're trying to do. And by having this high growth and by having these high returns, you get attention of investors, you get attention of potential buyers, or you get attention of customers. And so that's still and is always going to be your main goal. But when something changes in the political landscape, you have to take a step back and get ready for it. And the steps that I would say that you should take when you're looking at that is taking a look, first of all, first step, is taking a look at the political party that took over or the one. What is their agenda? What is their goal? And by that, I'm not saying to say the campaign promises or anything like that, but what actually is their agenda? Because it can be completely different things. So one quick example here, taking into consideration the Democrats against the Republicans. One clear thing that they do is that Democrats have a position towards uh, improving clean energy and investing in clean energy and giving support to clean energy. That by itself can mean more money to that sector, and not only affecting the US, but let's say that you're creating a software for energy companies, and then you have to change your focus from coal, which was focus of Republicans, and you have to focus now, let's say, on eolic or solar energy as your main customers in the US. It doesn't matter if you're in the US or not. US has a huge impact in that sense. So this is one example of how agenda can be quite impactful on your business. So the second step is, can they actually move the agenda forward? Because sometimes in a democracy, and especially in the US, you have a president who is Democrat, but then you have the Congress. Right now, apparently, it's going to be Democrat, but as I said, I'm not going to do any analysis on that. And you have the Senate that might be Republican. So he will not be able to pass the laws and the legislation that he needs to actually put his agenda into place. So that's another thing you have to take into consideration as well when you're doing an analysis like that. The next step is to see how that's going to impact you. So as I said before, more money to clean energy. So maybe that's a good sector for you to support or to get into or to give support to, or even develop a new solution to it, because probably more money is going to be going to that and more opportunities are going to be coming from that side. So that's another thing. So how that agenda, and once they manage to implement it, how can you take advantage of it? And the last one is actually wait until you see how it's going before you do any major changes in your company. Because sometimes things seems to be going the way that you're expecting. Things seems to be going the way that they say it's going to be, but maybe they changed last minute the policies. Maybe there was something that didn't go right. Maybe they didn't manage to pass one thing or the other, or it takes much longer. And maybe you're preparing yourself for that, and you're using your energy on something that never is going to happen, or is going to take a long time to happen. And that's the point where you have to be agile. You have to be prepared for it and to do it in a moment's notice. But at the same time, you have to keep doing your business. You have to grow in your business, business as usual. And the last thing to think about, and the last step, is that once this thing happens, you have to be there and you have to be ready to take advantage of it, or have some policies in place to actually protect yourself from it. So I hope that this helps to think about a little bit how politics can influence your business and how you can take advantage of it or protect yourself from many issues that might happen. But again, as a startup founder, your goal is to grow your business and be innovative and be agile. So if you have these three things together, you'll be able to continue your business ahead. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please subscribe below. And also, if you have not subscribed to my newsletter, the link is below here. And I'll see you next time. Take care.